Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I'm going to present to you a small presentation about site look and feel and what is the criteria that we need to assess the site based on it to know if this site is properly managed or no in terms of site look and feel. It's a very short session. Please watch it till the end so we can know what are the things required from us in terms of site look and feel when we go to site and check. And this video is prepared based on the request of my colleagues who are requested recently to monitor the site look and feel, but they don't know what is the criteria, what are the things that you need to look at. So I have prepared this short session for you. So please watch it till the end. As you know quite well, this is based on the government requirement. Qatar is going to organize the World Cup, which is a great event, and Qatar is preparing themselves for that since a very long time. And the image is very important nowadays, and that's why there are some things we need to check. These points when we go to site regularly, we need to look at these points. And if something we found it like not compliant, we need to coordinate with the contractor. We need to take our action to take immediately to solve this matter. uh, we'll go through the presentation and what are the content we are going to present here. First of all, we are going to see the content of this presentation is what does it mean site look and feel, and what is the ASHGHAL criteria to assess site look and feel. As I mentioned, Qatar image now is a priority, and we have to know what is the site look and feel. Site look and feel means to put yourself in the resident's shoes, to understand what are the issues needed to be mitigated or avoided to reduce public disruption. For example, public safety, dust control, noise, hoarding lock, site tidiness, all of these things, we need to know this one. If you are a normal person, if you are a resident or you are a visitor to the country, how are you going to see your site? Are you going to see your site as a tidy and well organized, or you are going to see your site as a mess? This is something really important, and there are a lot of factors, so you can get that feeling, or you can know that your site will looks good or looks bad. What are the criteria? The criteria, will watch it in the next slide. These are the things we need to check that one. How is notification stickers, survey stickers, hoarding, plastic barriers, pedestrian access, pedestrian paths, vehicular access, diversion roads, and excavation signboards, and work zone gates, and dewatering and microtunneling, and overall site management and overall site condition. I will go for each one of these one by one, and I will tell you exactly what do you need to look at in this one, and what does it mean. House notification sticker, what does it mean, survey stickers, all of this will go through this one in the coming few slides. First of all, this is the house notification sticker. What is house notification stickers? When the contractor is going to start the work at any area, they have to notify all the residents that there is excavation work will start here, and that work will be considered from this time to this time, and they have to notify them about the alternative routes or anything related to the project. They have to raise their awareness about the benefits of the project, so they will not feel bad toward that project, and they will feel that this project is going to help them in the future and it's a benefit for them. So to make sure, as a normal site engineer on site, we are not working as a PRO, but this work will facilitate our work on site. When the resident is happy, he is not going to complain, and therefore he is not going to stop our work or complain from our work. And that's why we need to check whenever we are going for an inspection. We need to check the site around. If the houses around us is this sticker, What does it? What are the information in this sticker? This is the approved template. Yes, this is the information. Is the information updated? Here, the start date, end date of this road updated. Is it correct, or is it, or are they expired date or no? They are matching with our plan or no? These things you need to check it. To check it, you need to go through the dates, make sure that these dates are valid, and are they well distributed. I know that in some cases the residents themselves are going to remove these stickers after you put it. It's okay, but at least you need to see, or you need to feel that is this sticker is well distributed. You can see it. Okay, if you are going there, there's 5 6 buildings there, and you can see that, okay, 4 buildings are there and one is missing. Means this missing one, maybe the resident removed it, but you need to notify. You need to notify our PRO that this is the thing there. This is something internally. We are not going to talk to the contractor's BRO, or to talk to the somebody from the contractor. We need to report that internally. You can go to report that through me. You can report that in the internal group to our PRO, to our safety engineer, to our SRE, to our RE. But anything or any issue you can see on site related to site look and feel, you have to raise it immediately. The next thing is survey stickers. What is survey stickers? Survey stickers, this is something to check the resident satisfaction, to check the resident satisfaction survey. They will do a survey. They will conduct that survey to every house. They will put this sticker which contains a QR code, and the instructions to the residents are there, how to conduct that survey, to inform the client that they are happy with our project, or they are not happy, and if there is anything we need to take action toward it, we have to take it immediately. However, this is not our duty. Our duty just to check that this sticker is in place and it's clean. This is the criteria that we need to check that survey sticker based on it. Third thing is the hoarding. What is the hoarding? The hoarding is that banner that you can see it on the concrete barriers on sites. It should contain a sticker called, there is an area name and package number, and it should be the same height, not one short, one long, and the same width. We need to check that ASHGHAL logo is there and cleaned. We need to check that there is no gaps between the banners. We need to check that it's not damaged as well. Then the plastic barriers. Plastic barriers, we need to make sure that there is no gaps between the plastic barriers, that they are clean, they are not damaged, and they are filled with water, as we can see here in this image. Everything is there. Plastic barriers are jointed with the standard colors and not damaged, and they are filled with water, so all the residents are protected properly. As we can see here, this is also in front of the gates. This is very important. Some people will just put the barriers from the side of the road, and they will forget to put the plastic barriers at the side of the house. All of these things you need to look at it when you are on site. I'm not asking any of you to go and focus on this work as this is their main work. What I want from you, just at the time of your inspection, whenever you are there, you need to see that. Of course, all of us go for inspection. We are too much on the site, and we can cover the site. All of us can cover the site during the full day. But I'm not asking you to round the site, whole site, to check this one. No, there are somebody else has to do this. But for us, during our inspection, we need to see that, and we need to report any non-compliant issues immediately. And we need to coordinate with the contractor. We need to manage it closely with the contractor. If anything in our hand, something like you can see something like very dangerous, like barriers, immediately, if the excavation is exposed and you can't see any barriers there, don't move from there. Call the contractor. Raise the issue to your direct supervisor. Don't leave the site and go without taking the necessary action, and make sure that the work is correct and it has been rectified, especially if it's something related to the public safety or our safety. Pedestrian access. What is pedestrian access? Pedestrian access is the access of the resident to their houses. We need to see that the average width is around 1.5 meters, and it's well compacted and graded, and it's clean, and there is no slipping or trip or fall hazard, like there is excavation exposed, or there is any mud on the way to their house, and it's clean, so we can avoid the resident disruption. Pedestrian path. Pedestrian path is also, its average, the average depth is around 1.5 meters, and we have to check that it's well compacted, graded, clean, and unobstructed. Like we can see something like the contractor like put something here like a bucket or anything in the way of the resident. This is the something um, very important. We have to check that so we can minimize the complaints. Also, the vehicular access. Vehicular access, we need to check that it's easily accessible. As we can see here, the vehicle can move easily. That it's well compacted and graded and clean. Diversion roads. Diversion roads are something very important. When we go to site, at any road we are going to conduct inspection on it or attend the inspection there, we have to see the diversion road. This is our way. This is the resident way. This is something we use daily. The contractor used it, his truck there daily, and that's why in some cases we can find like something like potholes on the asphalt. We can say like there is a bonding on the asphalt, and there is water bonding there due to the settlement and the diversion. These things you need to report it immediately. We need to check that the existing utilities are protected with the steel plates. We need to check that this diversion is clean, and the concrete barriers had the reflective strips from the direction of the road, so we can avoid any accident at night. We need to check that road marking is on the site, and it's not confusing. For example, in some cases, like you can see by mistake that the road marking mentioned that the road is going while the road is coming. We need to check the diversion signs, like this is entry, no entry. These things you need to look at it. When you are going to inspect the site, you are not just going to do the inspection and go back. No, you are going to see your route. You are going to see it is the acceptable route or no. You need to, as I mentioned before, you need to put yourself in the resident shoes. You need to know that if you are a strange person and you are going to visit this site, are you going to reach to your destination or you are going to get lost? The excavation signboard. Excavation signboard, we need to check that the updated information are there. It's clean and well distributed to the all work zone gates. All work zone gates should have this excavation notice or excavation signboard. This one should be distributed there, should have the correct information related to the site. If you can find there any expire date or any something unlogic, like the contractor just started the excavation and they are saying that they are going to finish the work tomorrow. This is something impossible. If you can find something like that, you need to report it. Work zone gates. What is work zone gates? Work zone gates, these gates that we can see it around our work area. It has to have its warning signs like road closed, and it has to be well locked when there is no work inside. And if there is work inside and there is a movable truck, we need to check that there is gate man there and there is flag man there. These things are very important. Please, if you find anything related to these comments, I am going to make a daily report for that. There is a WhatsApp group. I prepared this WhatsApp group for especially for these comments. We need to address our observation there. Even if it's closed, we need to monitor it there. We need to monitor it. We need to address it to that WhatsApp group, so we can avoid any repetition for the issue. For example, if you go to site and you find something and the engineer closed it at the same time, If you didn't raise that issue, it will be repeated somewhere else. So you need to raise that issue. We need to show that to the contractor. We need to let him know that this action that has been taken by his engineer should be taken by all other engineers, and they have to put their eye on this point. Next is the dewatering and microtunneling. What is related to dewatering and microtunneling? What is the relation between that and the resident disruption? Simply, there is a dewatering pipes. These dewatering pipes will be laid through some routes, and this will pass in front of the houses of the residents. We need to make sure that it's laid safely. If you can find any case like that, also you need to address that. We need to check that there is no surface water ponding, or there is no stagnant water or leakage nearby any dewatering line. Also, there is some mud that is going out, or slurry coming from the micro tunnel due to the micro tunneling work. We need to monitor that it is well barricaded, and it's not going to disturb the residents. And if you find anything like has the potential to affect the people negatively, you need to address that, and you have to explain your point of view in that matter. You have to check that the settling tank, or with no, if it's with fencing or without fencing. If there is no fencing there is no gate man there, you need to address these issues as well. Then the overall site management. Overall site management, we need to check how is housekeeping. If it's not done properly, you need to address this one, and you have to be specific. You have to tell the contractor what do you want from the contractor, not just take photo and tell the contractor do this. He will not understand what you want. You have to take his hand, like to let him know what is required. This presentation, I am doing this one for our team. We need to convey the message to the contractor in a nice way. We need to let him know this one. One by one, we have to take his hand, and we have to be in a certain level that will not put our project in a bad situation. We need to be the best project in ASHGHAL. We need to take and I believe that our contractor is a very good contractor, and they have their enough resources to manage the work. But we need to manage. We need some good management. We need to adjust some things. So one by one, the level will be going up. We need to check that if there is any waste has been dumped in private plots. Private plots, as you know quite well, this is something related to the residents, and we are not allowed to dump any backfilling material or waste, or store the material in private plots without their residents. And if we saw anything like that on site, just we need to address this one to our PRO, and they will coordinate with the PRO from the contractor side to make sure if this land it is contracted with the plot owner or no. Also, we need to check that the equipment parked properly or no, and we need to coordinate to also address these related issues if it's not. Finally, the overall site condition. We need to check that is there any measures taken to reduce the noise in the residential area? What are the measures that could be taken? There are a lot of things. For example, we can use like drum cutter instead of using the rock breaker in front of the residents, especially in some cases that people, they have somebody who is sick or suffering from something. We need to reduce the noise coming related resulted in the use of the equipment. Something else is we need to check that if the measures related to the dust dust control are taken on site or no. The contractor has provided the required tankers to dump the water there and to control the dust. or no. If it's not, please raise these issues. And finally, I would like to thank you for your time. Please, I believe that I have covered all the issues related to the site look and feel in this small presentation. Kindly, from now on, you are requested to do this one in a daily basis. Yeah, I would like to advise you all to print this page and keep it with you while you are on site. It will remind you what are the things that you need to look at and report it. So you, inshallah, we will put our project as a best project in Ashghal. Thank you very much again for your time, and bye.